Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Victoria. I'm a mum of 5 in the UK. On this channel I do home education, homemaking, low income living and the occasional charity shop haul. All my large family unfiltered video diaries are now on Patreon. I'll link that below if that interests you. Today I just want to talk about how you can shorten your homeschool day. During the pandemic, when people were distance learning, I refuse to call it homeschooling because that's not what it was distance learning, but while people were distance learning, I remember them saying to me, "Oh, it's so hard because I've got my kids sat at the table 9 till 3 and keeping them entertained or busy 9 till 3 is really hard." And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I says, they were like, "I don't know how you do it." I says, "I don't do that. I wouldn't keep my kid at the desk or the table 9 till 3. Schools don't even keep them sat at the table 9 till 3 once you take out like assemblies, lining up, break times, dinner times, settling down times. Madness." So if you want to shorten your homeschool day, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to think it's not 9 till 3. It can be whenever you want, however long you want. You're not there to replicate school. And like I've just said, even school don't make them sit there 9 till 3. So get that rigid idea straight out your head straight away. That's the first thing. The second thing you've got to look at is, when I say homeschool day, I mean the sit down learning. A lot of learning happens just living life. And I wouldn't count those things as your homeschool day, because if you was going to, every single time they're learning, if you was going to count it as your homeschool day, it'd be 24/7. It really would be. So things like meeting up with friends, physical education in whatever form that takes, learning things just by following your hobbies and your interests, learning from films, learning things from books, whether they're reading it or you're reading it. I won't interaction with the people, household chores, all that. I wouldn't count any of that as homeschool. I'm just talking about the sit down book learning stuff. So that instantly takes the pressure off, because you're realising that they're learning, most 90% of the other things they're learning are just from everyday life, right? The other thing is, you don't have to do every single subject every single day. Even schools don't do that. And a lot of subjects are randomly tied in to other subjects. So say like you're doing World War II. Not only you doing World War II, you're also doing social history, military history, British values. You're looking at the food, and you could maybe cook some wartime recipes, and in that you're doing cookery, science, and maths with measuring, and maths with the rationing and weighing things out and all that lot. But my point, it's probably not a very good example, but my point is, you don't have to just go, right, that's that subject in that box, that's that subject in that box, that's that subject in that box. A lot of subjects can melt and mix into each other into one project. So you might not feel like you're covering X, Y, and Z, but you are, because it's mixed into it, and in ways you might not even realise. And also, if you're very heavily doing something that's predominantly history, and you're thinking, we've done no science, or we've done no maths, the next project you do might lean heavily into science. So it will all even its way out. So you haven't got to worry too much. The main thing about this is worrying. Home education is a lifestyle. It's very full on. If you want to do all the things all the time, every single day, tick all the boxes every single day, try and replicate school, try and replicate all the things you see on Pinterest, because you don't have to do everything. That is the fastest way for homeschool burnout for you and your kids. So that you've just got to chill out. And also, you say you only get an hour done. You're not on a school schedule. You can always get 2 hours done the next day, or 3 hours done the next day. And the younger they are, the less sit down stuff they need to do, the more they need to be exploring and moving their bodies and playing. And that's been proved time and time again, but the school system keeps ignoring it. And the older they get, the more they need to be having responsibility and being out in the real world rather than having their head stuck in books. So I'm all for book learning, but I'm also all for knowing that it isn't 100% of their education. It isn't 100% of what's important and 100% of what you need to be doing. So they're the first things you need to do to chill out and let go of before you start thinking about how long your homeschool days need to be, because they really don't need to be 9 till 3 like they are at school. I hope that's helpful. It was a short video, but that's really where you need to start. If you like that video, please subscribe, and for more homeschool type stuff, I rant about homeschool a lot more on my Facebook page and my Instagram page for Home Educating the Mad Lads. So I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye bye.